Good morning, everyone. It is 6:05. Talk 99.5, talk995.com. We're so glad you're with us. I'm Valerie Vining. He's Richard Dixon, Steve West behind the glass. We've got Phil Carter in the traffic center. And a beautiful day ahead of us. It is the 6th of April, already zipping through the month. Monday, 2026. We've got some sunshine again today. It was gorgeous after about 12 o'clock yesterday.
Yeah, man.
High today, 70. Nice on Tuesday, 76. Nice on Wednesday. However, there will be a few more clouds around and a high of 75. But all in all, we've got a gorgeous week ahead of us. And hope everybody had a great Easter weekend.
Beautiful, absolutely gorgeous.
It was
the weekend
gorgeous.
was great.
Well, except for the storms on Saturday
yeah,
night.
I didn't mind those so much. I was a little upset about the lack of thunder and lightning at my house.
You wanted more?
I wanted more.
I didn't even hear it
You
rain.
wanted the show?
I wanted the show.
You wanted the show. I got you.
Yeah.
Not for the dogs, though. You know, the dogs,
the
they
dogs
stress out over that.
The dogs started getting scared much earlier, like 2 hours and plus before the rain ever started falling. Cersei went here. As a matter of fact, I've got a picture.
You got a
of her.
Cersei picture
I had
freaking
to take
out?
a picture.
I did not hear anything. I mean,
Yeah.
I woke up in the morning. I've got a little, one of those, it's not very, in the tub.
She climbed into the.
Cersei's in the tub.
She climbed into the jet
Hey, she's
tub.
just following James
Aw.
Spanz's
That's
recommendations.
right. Yeah.
A sweet
She
dog.
was in the bathroom. I said,
Oh, jump
"Yes,
in there.
Go ahead. You're fine. You're
Yeah.
fine." So she
Frank's
crawled
back
in there.
today. We'll get that fixed
That's
for
good.
you.
Get my microphone
I-
taken care
yeah,
of.
I'll shoot him a
Mhm.
reminder
Little,
now that
little
you're
email.
back.
Hey,
Hey,
can
hey,
you
hey.
do something about this?
We got a little short in
Huh?
the main mic.
What do you say?
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
That'd be
I'm
good.
not so worried about me. I'm worried about like the weekend people who come in here. They don't know
Yeah,
what they're
they
doing.
don't know what to do.
Yeah.
Right.
Bless their little
Well, I'm
hearts.
worried about us, too. I
Hey,
mean,
not all the weekend people don't know what they're doing.
That's true. That's true.
now that Steve's on, huh?
Steve is part of the weekend
Did you guys
people.
have a good show this weekend?
We did. Worked
Yeah.
out very, very well.
Good,
Thank you very
good.
much.
Yeah, I got to see you guys a little bit on YouTube.
Yeah, and we
See a
got
little of
ourselves an extra bonus because Matt is on like, hey, I can fill in anytime you guys got somebody you're going to be missing. I'm like, and you're on. Congratulations.
Right.
You just found yourself a new home, my
Be
friend.
careful what
That's
you wish
right.
for.
Good
Yeah.
for you.
He may regret that he ever said that.
I bet he does already.
But he
If he doesn't,
volunteered.
he will later
And
today.
I was like, all right, Matt, we'll throw you in. Uh-huh.
Yikes.
Yeah.
607 with Dixon and Vining. Mr. Bugs, MRBUGGS.com. You may have probably experienced a little bit of mosquito action around your yard over the weekend. It was warm enough, especially on Saturday, that you may have seen some. Now would be a good time to get in touch with Mr. Bugs, 9416252. Talk to them about coming out and doing the mosquito reduction thing in your home, your backyard, your area. It's amazing what a difference it makes. You wouldn't think, but I was shocked. I was absolutely shocked. Small rodent control, pest control, all of it, termite bonding, they do it at Mr. Bugs, MRBUGGS.com. They know what bugs you. 9416252. Bundle it all together and save a bunch with Mr. Bugs in business for better than 43 years now. Mr. Bugs, they're ready to step up and take care of it for you. MRBUGGS.com on the World Wide Web. Let's do this.
And now, it's Dixon and Vining's top 3 things you need to know.
Well, it looks like possibly, everybody hang on, that Pakistan may have helped to broker a deal between the U.S. and Iran to bring an end to the war. A framework was drawn up by Pakistan and exchanged overnight. This is last night with both sides, and would be a two-stage approach with an immediate ceasefire followed by a broader agreement. First, there would be an understanding, and that would take the form of a memorandum or understanding finalized electronically. They'll do it. Vice President J.D. Vance and Special Envoy Steve Witkoff have been part of the talks with Iran's foreign minister. The Strait of Hormuz would reopen within 15 to 20 days as a part of this deal, and a 45-day ceasefire would also be part of the deal until things can be finalized. A final agreement would include that Iran does not pursue nuclear weapons in return for sanctions, relief, and the release of frozen assets. Iran has not yet committed to this agreement, and if you watched over the weekend, minds were exploding over a social media post that President Trump put out, sending a pretty strong worded message to the Iranian leaders saying that Tuesday will be Power Plant Day and Bridge Day all wrapped up in one. He gave a hard time of 8 p.m. Eastern time Tuesday night for the deal to be done, or all of that would be blown up.
He dropped the F-bomb.
Yeah,
Huge.
he used some big words. He used the B word.
Crazy. He called them crazy.
Yeah.
They don't
Crazy
like
bees.
that. They don't like that.
No, they don't
They're
like
not-
it at all. So I don't know exactly where this will end up. Will this lead to some progress and potentially an end to this? It's obvious that Donald Trump is getting very frustrated with Iran. The fact that they won't come to the table, they don't want to make a deal. He wants this to be over with. The longer it goes on, the worse for everybody, really, that this is. You can't get tankers through the Strait of Hormuz. Our economy, if you look at the Dow, we're down from where we were. Gas prices are higher. All of this, he wants it stopped, and as quickly as it can stop, and get things back to normal.
Well, the Iranians and the Middle Easterns are really big on saving face. You know, they're all like, we have to have something. Oh, you have to give us something.
This time you're not going to get anything.
Donald Trump's not very big on that.
No.
He's really not big on that. You know those very heavy metal things that you put a flagpole in? They sit on the ground. There's like 3 legs to it. And you put the flag in it, and it stays down there, and that's what holds the flag up.
Yeah.
When I was in 9th grade, I had a bully, a really bad bully, who used to bug me every day. And one day he got me in a classroom alone and was threatening to beat my face in.
Oh.
I don't know what it was that he didn't like about me. His name was Kelly.
Kelly.
I picked that thing up and I hit him
In the face?
right across the face with it.
Wow.
Knocked him out cold. Walked out of there. He never bothered me again.
That's usually how that goes.
I feel like this is Donald Trump's flagpole holder. I
Yeah.
feel like he's just like, our goal here is to make sure that what he figured out was I was crazy. I was going to stop at nothing. I was going to do whatever harm I needed to him. If I'd hit him again, I probably would have killed him,
Yeah.
And I think Iran needs to understand Donald Trump's not stopping.
No,
We're
he's
just
not.
going to continue to pound away at you until you literally have nothing. So you can sit here and play this game where every time we say we take out a bridge, well, we're going to get you. No, you're not. Just lie down. Lie down and stay down, for the love of God.
Yeah. And, it's frustrating because we all know that they may say, yes, we agree to it, but they really don't. The
that's a
truth
fear.
isn't in them. Yeah. That's part of the fear, and then they'll start making nukes again, underground, whatever, however they've been doing it. And at the same time, Donald Trump, I'm sure, is thinking to himself, here's our one opportunity. This is the one opportunity to just annihilate any of the power plants, get the oil, do all of the things that we need to do, because you'll never get them to come to the table because of that fact. I mean, they'll dig in until the very, very end.
They're so misguided pride is really what it comes down to.
It truly is.
And it's time to stop, boys.
Yeah.
It's time to sit down and just say, never mind, sorry, our bad.
Well, let's see. We've got 2 days here before Trump really has had enough, and it's like, okay, gloves off. Well, here we go. A U.S. service member shot down over Iran was rescued over the weekend after surviving more than 24 hours in the mountains despite being wounded. Some 200 U.S. Special Operations troops were part of this mission to go in and get the injured service member. This guy's obviously tough as nails.
Oh, yeah.
It's believed that the F-15 fighter jet was brought down after the Iranian military used a shoulder-fired missile. The weapon system officer hid in a mountain crevice as the rescue crew used tracking information to zero in on his location. The Israeli Air Force conducted at least one strike to prevent Iranian forces from reaching the area so that the U.S. military could get to him. A senior U.S. administration official said that prior to locating the pilot, the CIA spread word inside Iran that U.S. forces had found him in an effort to confuse Iranian officials, and apparently that helped a whole lot.
Oh, yeah.
But this guy climbed this 7,000-foot mountain, and it was like a mile and a half to get there. And he was pretty injured. I mean, we don't know the extent yet of his injuries, but it's amazing he survived. Great that we have that technology. And way to go, CIA and some of our other forces that were able to bring him back.
We will get details when the book and the movie come out, for sure.
Yeah, for sure, that's right.
And of course, the left is all losing. You spent $50 million to save a guy.
That's what we do.
That's America.
Yep.
Okay?
That
That's
is
what
what
you
we
have
do.
to understand.
Here's the flip side of that.
Yeah.
We either spend the $50 million, you complain about that, or he dies, and you complain about that.
Right, yeah.
Either way.
Really, we're showing that we actually... humanity and humankind has some value to us. Not the case with the Iranians,
No,
obviously.
they
They
don't
slaughter
care
their
about
own
their
people
people.
wholesale.
Yeah,
you
they're
know?
still doing it.
No, we're going to spend whatever it takes to go get one, and the Iranians need to know that.
Yeah. Finally, this story: authorities in Gadsden have arrested a teen involved in a shooting in a Walmart parking lot Saturday. Gunfire erupted around 12:30 p.m. following an argument between two people in the store. The dispute spilled over into the parking lot, and that's when the 16-year-old pulled out a weapon, started to run, and attempted to fire shots at the person he was arguing with, but he hit two occupied vehicles instead. The 16-year-old now is facing adult charges, including shooting into an occupied vehicle. More charges are expected today. This is about the stupidest thing you could ever do. You get into an argument with someone. Once again, we're pulling a weapon for no reason because we got into an argument. Walk away. Go get in your car. Leave. It's an argument. It's
Guess
a
what?
verbal argument. For
Yep.
the love. What is the matter with people? Gracious. And there was another incident yesterday, not to get into too many details, but down in Calera, where you had a husband and a wife and 4 kids. They abandoned the kids. They're running all over the place, running up and down 65. They started going the wrong way on 65 in the middle of the day, and you've got Aaliyah, you've got local authorities trying to get them pulled over. Two of the kids left at the Walmart, and 2 in the back of the car while they're flying down the interstate. I mean, what's the matter with people? Another Walmart story. That's why I brought it up.
Well, of course,
I'm like, oh
Walmart,
my goodness.
Why you got to
What
pick
are
on
we
us Walmart
doing?
people? Why you got to make fun of the Walmart people,
Poor
man?
Walmart.
Hey.
I mean, we don't mean to pile you in with Burger King,
No.
but for the love, I mean, what the heck? There are people thinking you got 4 children.
Yeah.
And apparently the woman, it was a man and a woman, the woman had 46 priors.
I want to say there was some sort of drug involved, probably meth of
think?
some kind. Yeah.
Yeah, how about this? You don't get 4 kids.
No. No, it's,
46
might be time to-
priors.
might be time
Put
to
her
separate you
away.
from the children.
Put this woman away.
Yikes. DrivewayWashing.com bringing you portions of today's show. Started by Cody 11 years ago. They do more than driveways. DrivewayWashing.com is just the name. It's on the business card. He got a great deal on him a long time ago. He got like 5,000 business cards. He's not changing the name. He's going to keep those business cards forever. But they do, in fact, do patios and decks and roofs, and they do stain removal. They do siding, gutter cleaning, rust removal. Look, all of these call for something different, like outdoor window cleaning. There's soft washing. There's washing that involves soap. There's then, of course, there's standard pressure washing. There's different kinds of nozzles. There's different ways to go about doing driveways. Jobs take about 3 or 4 hours. They can do them while you're not there. The estimate is free. Just call them up, 915-0646, 915-0646. That's a 205 area code. Or text him at that number and say, Cody, Richard Dixon says you're going to give me a good deal on this. DrivewayWashing.com, DrivewayWashing.com. Yes, they do driveways too, of course. Are they the cheapest? No. Are they the best? Yes. 915-0646, DrivewayWashing.com. Check them out. Supertramp. $622 Talk 995, talk995.com. Exactly the kind of woman I was looking for back in my youth, a super tramp. I was not just a regular tramp. I wanted a super tramp.
You okay over there, Richard?
A tramp wearing a cape.
It's not Friday.
Really?
It's Monday.
I know.
Keep these days straight.
And just wait until we get to Friday.
I can't wait.
Yes, you can.
All right, folks, let's do it. It's 2026. Let's get your financial plan together. If you do not have this together, oh, so important. Probably is important, maybe even more important than a will. Things like that are important. And no matter where you are in life, Danny Knowles and the Knowles Group, man, these guys love what they do, and they get excited about getting together with our Talk 99.5 listeners to customize a plan that's just right for them, because every one of these is a little different depending upon what your needs and wants are throughout your life. You might be somebody that's single, never plans to marry, no kids. Okay, well, your plan is going to be different from that person that maybe has 3, 4, 5 kids, talking about college. How do you get to that retirement age and plenty in your nest egg? All of those situations are totally different. And that's why when they talk about customizing a plan, it's sitting down, getting to know you, finding out what you want. What are your goals in life? They'll figure that out. They'll put the plan together. And then you really don't have to worry about it much because you've got the Knowles Group in your corner. TheKnowlesGroup.com. Check them out online. Get in touch with them. Talk with Danny and the guys. And again, let them be your financial planners. The Knowles Group, that's N-O-L-E-S, TheKnowlesGroup.com. Get in touch with them today.
All right, 624 with Dixon and Vining Friday. It was the end of a very long week for me. I'm still recovering from this viral thing that I dealt with, and I've got another doctor's appointment coming up on Wednesday. I don't know where I stand on things. I may be better. I may be worse. I may still be struggling with it. I don't know. But Friday, I just gave up. I just was like, I got to go home. I got to go home and take a nap. I cannot keep my head up. I mean, it was bad.
You're dragging.
It was bad. I was absolutely bad. The energy had completely left me. This fatigue is real. So I go home, and about 11:30, I just lie down in bed and sleep, and I sleep until 5.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
The whole day.
Long time.
Yeah.
Long time.
Wow.
I get up, and I go into the kitchen because it's time to feed the dogs, and I'm like, do I have a fever? It feels really warm in here.
Uh-oh.
Makes me unhappy. I feed the dogs, and I go look at the thermostat, and I'm like, 81, let's turn on the AC. Oh, the AC is on. Okay, let's set it for 72.
No, it doesn't work.
Oh, it's set for 72 already. The AC, all the machines are rumbling and doing, but no cool at all. Nothing.
No, that's terrible.
Nothing.
And it's a Friday afternoon
Friday
at 5. Oh, the
afternoon,
worst
yeah.
possible time.
Well, this is the way my mind works. I said, you know what? If I can make it through tomorrow,
Yeah, you'll be in the clear.
I'll be okay.
You just needed to make it through.
Sunday, the high is like 70, 68, 70, something like that, you know? So after the sun went down, I opened up all the windows, not all of them, but most of the windows, and let the cool breezes come through. And I woke up at 6:30 the next morning and closed all the windows to make sure that, closed the blinds. And the temp did get back up to 81 again that day, but it didn't go any higher than that. It, like inside the house.
Yeah.
It and the AC worked upstairs. I could have gone upstairs and cooled off at any time. It wasn't that big a deal. But when the cooling rains came through Saturday night,
I'm sure that felt
huge
great.
blessing.
Mm-hmm.
Huge blessing. Was just waiting for. I just did not get the thunder and the lightning that I had been promised, and I was quite angry about it.
Yeah, that's too bad.
I was looking at the map, and I'm like, we're right in the yellow part. Where's the thunder? Where's the lightning?
Speaking of the yellow part, thank goodness for the rain to wash away all that pollen.
Yes, that was
a
nice.
big blessing.
That was lovely. And I think some of this fatigue is caused by that pollen, because when I woke up Sunday morning, I was like, I feel like a new man.
Yeah.
Like
I've hit the, I tell you, there's an allergy zone for me. It's not in March, but it's starting to kick me right now.
Oof.
Where the eyes are really itchy, and I'm like, okay, here we go with the Flonase and,
It's pretty brutal.
Zyrtec or whatever else you can find.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
It's pretty brutal right now.
It is brutal.
As bad
It
as
is brutal.
it's as bad as it's ever been. Somebody said, cleaning their pool out. They said, they kind of keep track of the pollen. Said twice as much this year as they've ever seen.
It's
What
bad.
is going on?
I don't know.
It
All
really-
those little squiggly things, those little brown squiggly
Golly
things
Moses, yes.
are everywhere.
I think it's really a question of the weather, how the weather has reacted. We probably had just the perfect amount of rain to make sure that everything that's blooming is perfectly in bloom. It's just like ready to go. It's just like throwing that pollen out there. Hey, everybody, let's see if we can't get some more flowers. No, you're killing us. You're killing us all. We love the look of the flowers, but you're killing us all. Yesterday was Easter, of course.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah, great. I went to the early service. Fantastic.
Mm-hmm.
It really was. And then went to Big Bad Breakfast for brunch.
Wow, how was the crowd there?
Well, it wasn't bad.
Really?
Yeah, because I called ahead.
Oh, smart. Very smart.
Yeah, there's 6 of us. I was like, oh, we're going to call ahead.
Yeah, all right.
So, but it was delicious. Good Easter.
Yeah, man.
Wonderful service, and so glad I got to do that.
It's nice to know that Jesus Christ
beautiful.
died on the cross for your sins and was resurrected so that you could go have yourself one
That's
of those
right.
breakfast skillets.
That's exactly what I ordered.
I knew it.
I had a skillet
I knew it.
and a biscuit.
After I talked about it last Friday,
I was like, oh, I have to have that.
Yeah. You know what I had?
What'd you have?
Nothing like that.
Did you fix yourself
Nothing.
a breakfast?
No, I
No?
my appetite has been just dead, killed from all of this.
Oh,
I mean, I've got no interest in food.
I wish that was me. I wish I had no appetite.
I made shrimp salad only because I had all of the fixins to make shrimp salad. I was like, man, if I don't, it's going to go bad. The celery's going to go bad.
Oh,
The
yeah.
green onions are going to go bad.
Got to get that
The
going.
dill is going to wilt on me. So I was like, okay. So Saturday, in the midst of all that heat, I made some shrimp salad, and I had some of it for breakfast yesterday.
Breakfast?
Breakfast.
Really?
Yeah, well-
Shrimp salad for breakfast.
Okay. To be fair, I woke up at 6:30 and I fed the dogs again because that's what you do. And I went, you know what? I feel pretty good. Like I said, I woke up Sunday morning feeling like $1 million. I was like, I feel great. You know, I'm going to go back to bed for about an hour. Wake up 7:30, 8 o'clock.
You
know,
didn't
it's
do
Sunday.
that, did you?
11:20.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah.
Well, you will miss the 8:30 service and the 11 o'clock
Like I said,
service.
this fatigue is real, man. This fatigue is real.
Yeah.
So when I say I had shrimp salad for breakfast, I mean I had it for lunch. Because it was at least noon by the time I got around
You
to
got
that.
a little left over for today?
I do.
All right. You're doing it right. You're living right, Richard.
None of it for you. 6:30 with Dixon and Vining on Talk 99.5 and Talk995.com. Feel free to text us at 545-9950. Drop us a line. Artemis closer to the moon than it is to the Earth. They're about to do that little wrap
They're
around
on the
Dealio
back.
today.
They're going to be on the back side of it.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
The dark
Just don't
side of
use the
moon.
toilet. Frozen
Well,
urine. We got an issue
Why
there.
are you so fascinated by that?
635, Dixon and Vining at Talk 99.5, talk995.com. We welcome you in another beautiful, beautiful day today. Lots of sunshine, the temperature just about perfect, 70 degrees. Might even need a little light jacket as you go out the door this morning because it's a little chilly. We're at 48 degrees, believe it or not. Wow, that's quite a difference from last week.
Brisk.
Yes,
To be
a
sure.
little brisk.
But I can
So,
live with that. That's
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
It beats the heck out of, not having AC.
It
Yeah.
does. You'll be fine, Richard.
I will.
Make that call today to get it
I
fixed.
am.
Temperatures are really nice. And here's the other thing. It is time to get out on a lake, folks. If you don't have a boat and you're wondering who to turn to purchase that boat, one of the best things you could do is go introduce yourself to Rodney at Rodney's Marine out on Lake Logan Martin and Cropwell, because, man, do they have the selection. The Starcraft, the Silverwave pontoons, the Suzuki-powered engines that go on those boats. We've been out there, we've experienced it, and we love it. It is a lot of fun, and Rodney is the one that makes it such a pleasure to buy a boat. So think about going out and seeing Rodney at Rodney's Marine.
When you got that in-house financing, you've got low monthly payments, you've got a 26 or maybe a used boat from their lot with that Suzuki Power with a 5-year warranty on it. It's tough to go wrong. And service after the sale, you've got that fantastic concierge service, valet service, where they'll put the boat in the water for you. They'll take it back out. They'll do all the cleaning, all the washing, all the making sure that everything is on the up and up and store it for you. You get all the fun parts of the boating and none of the work part of the boating, which is, that work part is enough to actually make you stop boating sometimes. And if all you have to do is hop on the boat and go, oh, baby, you are in high cotton, my friend. You can trust the folks at Rodney's Marine to get you all the right accessories, fix your boat if you have a problem, and as boating season gets underway, if you have not yet done the repairs that you needed to, get in touch with them right now and get your boat in the shop, because Rodney and company, they know their stuff. Rodney's Marine, they're on Lake Logan Martin, Highway 231 in beautiful Cropwell, Alabama, 525-1500, or online at rodneysmarine.com.
Get in touch with them and get your boat there at Rodney's Marine. We love them, and you will too.
6:37, the Artemis II crew is releasing some amazing photos of Earth. It's funny to me, the Flat Earth Society goes dead silent,
They're going, that's AI. They made it round. I know what they did.
How come there's no actual pictures of Earth from space? What are you talking about?
good
There's
heavens.
millions of them. I got into a lengthy argument with a guy. I think it was through email here some years ago when I was doing middays. And he was all like, well, but, if you do this experiment, you'll see that the thing. And I'm like, oh, my God. I said, just
Did
stop.
you stop?
It is common knowledge. This is one of those things that we all understand. I said, it's a given. I don't know why you're working so hard on this. Mars is round, right? I mean, you see the other planets. You see Venus. You see the moon. Are we the outlier? Are we just the
Of course we are,
only
Richard.
flat ones?
That's probably what he's saying.
What? He's like, well, yeah, just because you've seen pictures doesn't mean you haven't seen it with your own eyes. I said,
Oh, my gosh. The only way we can do that is to get an Artemis. Oh, my goodness. We're all not capable of doing that.
So by your logic, Mount Everest doesn't exist because you've
Right.
never seen it, right?
Well, I bet
he quit emailing me.
I wonder about his religious beliefs. I bet he doesn't have anything there because
Right.
you got to have a lot of faith.
Oh, absolutely, right.
Well, the latest one on that, by the way, was the fact, it's 2026. Why are we just taking pictures? Why can't we send film? Well, it costs to do these things. Don't you get it?
We do have some film, and we've been getting some film. We got film certainly from inside the cabin. That was another thing that got me, is these people who are like, notice how that toy isn't moving the way I think it should. And this isn't, and I'm like, okay, so because you don't understand the physics of it, this must be fake, right? Like, seriously, are you so desperate for attention that you can't handle the thought that we actually have people out in deep space? And man, I think about how alone those people must be up there. 4 people in basically a tin can closer to the moon than they are to the Earth right now. They have these spacesuits. I found this out yesterday. They have these spacesuits that they can put on if there's some sort of disaster, some sort of calamity, that they can wear for 6 days that will get them back to Earth. They have oxygen and everything that will kind of keep them going. That's how much they've planned ahead of time. That they're kind of like, okay, if something goes wrong, you guys put these suits on, and you just live in these suits for the next 6 days while Artemis gets you back home again. Wow.
Yeah, you got to have that backup plan.
I mean, it's terrifying.
Uh-huh.
It's terrifying.
Could you
And as
believe-
much as I would love to go into space, the minute you start thinking about stuff like that, you're like,
I don't know. I don't think so.
ooh, I don't know. They're going to go farther into space than any human being has ever been. And the reason for that is sort of happenstance. I listened to an interview with one of the astronauts was asked, like, why are we doing this? Why are we going farther? He said, well, it's just because we're at that point where the moon is a little farther away and we have to go a little bit farther past it in order to get the turnaround that we need and, kind of do the flyby thing. And so, yeah, looking at the dark side of the moon and checking out a couple of things like where could we put a moon base? I think, do you want to put that on the dark side of the
No,
moon?
you want it on the. You need a little light to see.
Well, I
You
think
need a little light, but you don't
Yeah.
want it in the direct sunlight either.
right. Yeah, it's apparently like blazing hot in the direct sunlight. People just burn to a crisp. Not that they're not going to be without protective gear or anything, but yeah. So they're trying to figure out exactly where they're going to put this thing, and they're scouting out real estate opportunities.
Isn't that nice?
Yeah.
So the real estate agents. Is
Yeah.
that what we have in space right now?
That's what we sent up.
I bet
Maybe,
they,
yeah.
They didn't think of themselves as that. Hey, we're sending you up here. You better put your little badge on your lapel right there and get ready to hang some signs.
They're all wearing gold jackets right now.
That's
That chick,
Location, location.
the chick didn't think of herself as a plumber either, but she
No.
fixed the space toilet
Yeah.
before they took off, and then they had to turn to face the sun. Had to turn the spray nozzle,
yeah.
the one that is used to evacuate the waste. They had to turn it toward the sun so it would melt the frozen urine off of it.
Yep.
so that they
They've
could
had a lot of
continue.
problems up there with that toilet. They're gonna have to rethink that.
Yeah, these are the things that you can't really prep for
'Cause let
when
me tell
you're
you
on
what,
Earth.
you start building something on the moon.
Yeah.
You better make sure all of that's
Oh
working.
yeah, boy, oh boy. You don't want that to
Because
be
there's
wrong.
going to be a lot of people and there's
Yeah.
going to be a lot of waste. You
If
better
there's-
figure
if
that
there's
one
somebody
out.
at NASA named Howard Wolowitz,
That's right.
I
Yeah.
will laugh.
Let's
a
go.
There'll be
lot.
somebody, somewhere on the moon. They're like, well, we're going to have to start digging and putting all this waste in.
Well,
Oh,
and
that's great to know.
You would have to, I guess, probably
Figure it
they
out.
would jettison it into space or something, but we should probably be better stewards of
Oh,
space than
absolutely.
that.
Don't let that go into space.
We've already got a bad problem with
Uh-huh.
space junk, you know?
We don't need
Maybe you
that.
just kind of shoot it towards the sun.
You could do that, just let it burn up. In the
Eventually,
sun.
it'll get there and just burn
Yeah,
up.
just
There you
right.
go.
That's not a bad idea.
Eh,
Kind of like that.
there
one.
was a song called Space Junk by Devo in 1978.
Yes, there was.
50 years ago, we were concerned about how much garbage there was orbiting the Earth because we would send satellites up and they were designed for a specific purpose. And then when they finished that purpose, we stopped taking care of them and they just died. And now there's more non-working stuff orbiting the Earth right now than there is working stuff by a lot.
That's not good.
Like about a 3-to-1 margin, you know? You ever see the movie Gravity? It had Sandra Bullock and George
Indeed.
Clooney.
I
Yeah.
don't think I did.
Oh,
No.
great movie. But it involved something that would also terrify me about space, which is there's constantly stuff going, and you're kind of basically counting on, well, it's a huge area, and it's unlikely. It'd be like standing in the middle of a football field and somebody just randomly throwing a baseball. The chance of it hitting you is pretty slim, except this is like the entire universe, and there's constantly meteorites and things flying by in every direction. And they got hit by one of them in the movie Gravity, which is how Sandra Bullock is, suddenly she's alone and George Clooney is gone and she finds her way back to Earth anyway, happy ending. Nonetheless, that would be
Spoiler
terrifying.
alert.
Sorry about
Yeah.
that. That would be, you don't generally kill off the main character if you can avoid it.
Try not to. George Clooney notwithstanding.
Yeah, that's true.
Thought he was a main character.
He was a main character.
For a moment.
For a
Right up
minute.
until he wasn't.
Sandra's far more important.
But yeah, I mean, just being up there and having the possibility of some of that space junk just coming by and just clipping a piece of your spacecraft off.
No,
is
thank
like,
you. I don't care for
hey,
No, we don't need that.
we couldn't even avoid that. We couldn't get out of the way in time. There was nothing we could do about it. That's going to leave a mark.
yeah.
What's our insurance coverage like?
It's not that good.
We take this to Joe Hudson's Collision Center, get it taken care of. Yikes.
Wish it was that easy.
When do these guys come back?
Well, they said a 10-day trip. So when did we take off? Last week.
Well, let's see. If they're
When
going
was it?
around the moon today,
Last week,
probably Friday-ish.
Friday-ish. Can we
It's pretty
get
cool.
Can we get about like 10,000 Planet of the Apes costumes?
That would be funny. I'm telling you, I saw that over the weekend. I was like, oh my gosh, would they not freak out? That'd be. You know what? That would be the meanest joke.
That would
As soon
be.
as you pull them out and there's all these. No,
Yeah.
that would be horrific.
Well, they did take off on April 1st.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
hey,
they're coming
it's
back
really on
not on
them.
April
that's right,
1st.
this is your fault. April Fool's.
Hmm.
646 Dixon and Vining. Stick around. Six 49 Talk 995, talk995.com, Dixon and Vining. You can also find us on YouTube, youtube.com, Real Talk 995 TV. Not right now. Steve forgot to push the button. But later, when, oh, there it is. Okay.
You always give him a hard time.
He's doing a great job.
It's Monday. You know, we all have to get in our groove.
Yeah.
Takes a little time.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it. ProLift Garage Doors, 286-9727. If your garage door is not in the groove, that is to say, it jumps the tracks Maybe a spring goes bad. Maybe it could be a hinge. It could be the opener itself fries on you. These things happen. Calling ProLift Garage Doors at 286-9727 is the best possible way to get things back on track where they're supposed to be. Get things where they are supposed to be operating. When you push the button, the door goes up, the door goes down, all that good stuff. They work on every make, every model, every kind of garage door, so they can certainly work on yours and generally have the stuff on the truck necessary to make it work for you. So get emergency service, sure. Costs a little more, yeah, but worth it. Or just have them put you on the schedule, fit you in wherever they can. That's ProLift Garage Doors, 286-9727, or find them online at proliftdoors.com. I'm curious about the Easter picture. A lot of people getting their pictures taken for Easter for some reason. Is it because this is the first time that they look nice, or, they finally put on some decent clothing and got their pictures taken there at the...
You're so funny, Richard.
I mean, it's a
lot of
question.
it is, I think, Facebook is helping us adults to kind of have our own memory scrapbook.
Mm-hmm.
So in other words, you've got little kids, 2, 3, 4, 5. Maybe you got some teenagers,
Mm-hmm.
and you want to make, you want to look at that memory. Hey, that was Easter morning.
Let the World Wide Web stow it for you
forever.
forever.
10 years old at the time.
That's right.
And, you have an opportunity to, share it with friends and family rather than a Christmas card. Now you got a little Easter picture that you can share with everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the fam all dressed up in our Easter best, and a lot of the churches set up these really neat, beautiful crosses with the flower arrangement and everything, and people get a picture in front of it. And I don't know. I think it's just for memories. It's for yourself and to be able to share with friends and family.
Alrighty then.
Yeah.
I don't know if you're aware of this, but we're all basically carrying cameras around in our pockets all day, every day.
You're sharing that with yourself.
Yeah.
On Facebook and
Right.
social media, it's a way to kind of, I don't know, show grandma. Grandma's not in town. Maybe grandma lives someplace else. Oh, look at the kids.
Mm-hmm.
Little Johnny's really getting big.
Mm-hmm.
Happy Easter.
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But that's kind of how we're using social media. I think,
you do you. You guys want to take pictures and put them on Facebook, knock
Yeah.
yourself out.
I think that's part of
It
it.
just seems
Well,
weird to
you
me.
post pictures on Facebook, and you
Once-
say,
once or
why do
twice.
you do it?
I don't really post that many pictures on Facebook, you'll notice. Doesn't happen very frequently.
I see some.
Every once in a while,
Mm-hmm.
we
Little
post
change up.
we put our little video up there.
Put our videos
I'm not
up
trying
there,
to trivialize
right?
our
It's
little
like, why do we
video.
put our video out there?
Well, because we're
For
trying
people
to get
to see it.
We want people to listen to the show.
Right. Yeah, well, that's good.
That's-
well,
yeah.
other people's reason for doing it is they want to share it with friends and family.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do they not have their numbers, or
No?
they can't text it to them?
No, why would they do
They
that?
couldn't
That's
send
too
that
many
to
people.
somebody?
You hit the
Really?
masses when you do that.
You put it on
Well, let's say you got
Facebook,
500 friends, right? How about you got 1,000
You
friends?
don't have 500 friends.
Well, 1,000.
Nobody has 1,000
How about
friends.
1,500 friends?
Nobody has
3,000
1,500
Do you want me to keep going?
Nobody
okay.
has 3,000
I'm just
friends.
trying to make a point here
If
that
you
they're
have
trying to
5
share it
good friends,
with family
you're
and friends,
lucky. That's
Richard.
good. Send
This
it
is
out
not
there.
that difficult to
Send it.
understand.
You knock yourself out. Send
Steve,
it.
jump in
Stop.
anytime you like.
Stop.
I just did what Karen told me to do.
Stay out of it.
I stood where I was supposed to stand,
That's
and I got
right.
the picture
Get
taken
over
with
here.
the
We're
suit
getting a
on, and
picture.
that was the thing.
Everybody looks so lovely. I saw the cutest thing. A couple of little boys. I mean, they couldn't have been 5 or 6 years old. Both of them had their seersucker suits on.
Seersucker.
I was like, oh, it's so cute. It is so cute. I was like adorable running through the aisles at church.
A part of me feels like it's a look at me, I went to church, I'm a good person.
Oh,
That's what I think is going on
I
there.
don't-
think
I
that-
don't-
I'm not trying to be too jaundiced about the entire thing, but you know what? Go to
No,
church.
not much.
Go to church for you. Don't go to church to tell the world that you went to church. I'm also I'm noticing a disturbing trend. Threads was really big on this, and I deleted Threads off my phone. I was just like, I've had enough of this. X is becoming a little riddled with it as well. Oh, I did this wonderful thing today. Oh, I ran across this person and I gave him this much money. Oh, he needed this help and I gave him this. And I'm just like, do it and shut up about it. First off, I have no way of knowing that you actually did this. You're putting it on X and telling the world that you did it. That doesn't mean you necessarily did it. Oh, I tipped my waiter 150% today and it was, whatever. Okay, good. Why? Did you do it so that you'd get credit from the rest of the world? Was that the thought process? If you're doing it, just do it. Just do it for the sake of doing it, and then shut up about it. Because if you then go in front of God and everybody and brag about it, you come across as
braggadocious.
a bit, yes. Which is
that what you're trying to say,
Well,
Richard?
I kind of get that feeling of the people that are like, I'm at church and I'm getting my picture taken. Look at me. I went to church today. I'm a good person. A, going to church doesn't make you a good person.
Yeah.
B, not going to church doesn't make you a bad person. C, you need to lose some weight.
Richard, wow. Jeez. No, I just look at it differently.
Okay.
I think, there may be some folks out there that do it for that reason. I don't know, but I think a lot of families with kids just want to have that memory. Like I was talking with somebody Sunday about, when we were kids, the girls always had these scratchy dresses, and I was like, I remember that scratchy dress, and I happened to have one picture of it. And I dug through my phone and found that picture and sent, texted it to that friend. I said, "Here's that scratchy dress." I wouldn't have that memory if that photo wasn't taken. But back then we didn't have social media, so it didn't get put up on social media. Thank God.
We also didn't have like digital cameras that could take pictures
Right.
and hold on to them forever. We
Right.
had, the Kodak Instamatic where you would take the picture
And then wave it,
take three-
let it. I don't know why we did
This
that.
is no. If you're
Well, that's
talking
a
about the
Polaroid.
Polaroid, I'm
Polaroids,
talking
yeah.
about the 110, where you take the picture, and there was 34 or 36 pictures on the roll.
And
You'd
6
set
months
that
later, you
camera
see
set-
the
right.
picture.
You eventually would take that film in and get it developed, and it turned out it was double exposure, or your thumb was in the way, or something that you didn't even see coming. You're like, oh boy.
Those were the days.
Digital cameras have made us lazy, man, because we'll
Oh.
just take like 7 pictures just to make sure you get one good one.
Yeah.
You'll just be like, choo, 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 choo. One of those will work out,
And then they're all exactly the same. Well, I need to delete 5 of the 6.
Exactly. And then later you can go in and you can crop it, and you can do color correction, and you can do everything. Everyone's a great photographer
Oh, sure.
now.
We're all experts. We're professionals.
We're every one of us.
Don't you miss
is,
those little photo shops? I remember going with my dad to get film developed.
Yes.
Because he'd take pictures and stuff and take it in. And then like 2 weeks later, hey, it's Saturday morning. We're going to go to the photo store and pick up our pictures.
Photo Hut. I remember the first time I actually, because my dad was the one who did all of that, and then
Yeah.
then we started. He got a dark room. We built a dark room together, and he started actually.
Doing his own pictures.
He was doing his own
Developing
film.
his
He was
own
developing his
pictures,
own
yeah.
film. It was very impressive. But the first time as an adult that I went to pick up my pictures, and they were like, "That's $27." I'm like, "What? It's how much? The film was $1. You want to charge me $27 for the
Yeah.
pictures, half of which didn't turn out because I suck at this?"
Sorry, it's your fault. We had to use the
Wow.
paper and the chemicals to do all of it.
Yeah, they do sort of.
It's expensive.
You can get double prints.
Yeah.
There was one deal where they're like, "Well, you don't have to pay for pictures that don't turn out right. You could show up and just be like, I don't like any of these.
Keep the
I'm not
whole
paying-
thing.
I'm not paying for any of this. Forget about it." And you used to have a camera around for like birthdays, maybe Christmas. My dad would take pictures on Christmas morning, and then potentially. If you were going to a bachelor party and there was a stripper there, those are the reasons you would have a camera.
That was
ever.
Richard later in life.
That
Don't
was
listen
it.
to that.
Otherwise,
No, you didn't need that there.
you mostly were like, "Where's the camera? What did we do with the camera? Didn't the camera around here somewhere? I remember having a camera." We didn't take pictures of anything. Now suddenly we have to take pictures of everything.
Right.
It's imperative that we freeze the moment in time.
Well, that's the one thing. Yeah, again, we have a handful of pictures. Like there's just a handful of, when we were kids.
Yeah.
Everybody today, they'll have 10,000 photographs.
That's right.
What is it that you want to show somebody?
Is that a positive thing to have
I
10,000?
don't really know.
I mean, you spend half your life living your life and the other half looking at yourself living your life.
Or scrolling through all those pictures to find that one.
Just to get the one that you were
Just the
looking
one.
for.
Where is that?
It's a picture
was
of
that 2016 I took that?
it was a picture of a receipt. I did it for tax
2017.
purposes.
May,
I
June.
have to find this.
Can't really remember when that was taken.
Yeah.
Well, that's what finding me in that scratchy dress.
You
Took me about 25, 30 minutes looking for that one stupid picture.
worth every moment, though, wasn't it?
Or
It
you
was.
think
I was
to
like, I
you spend
found
30
it.
minutes doing it and you go, dang it, I deleted
It
it.
is. Oh, that was bad.
7 o'clock with Dixon Dividing Talk 99.5, talk995.com. Drop us a line, 545-9950. If you are so inclined, would love to hear from you. Stick around.